prophet, pastor are sent to utter the deep things of God. So God showed me this vision.
Prophecy concerning people manifesting on the road of Nigeria.
I'm seeing people taken to the streets.
I see people manifesting on the road.
At the beginning of that protest,
I see protest in Nigeria.
Nigeria. Pray.
Protest in Nigeria.
You see sign. The sign is protest.
These people, they are saying that we don't have work.
And there is no job to keep them busy. I'm seeing people taken to the streets.
Thousands thronged the streets of Abuja and Lagos. The police were waiting for them, lobbing tear gas canisters. Some officers even shot at the protesters. Dozens were killed.
Prophecy concerning people manifesting on the road of Nigeria.
From Lagos to Abuja, to the southwest, the south, and northern states, Nigerians defied all odds and marched through the streets, asking the federal and state governments to reverse its policies and give them a better economy.
I'm seeing people taken to the streets.
Led by armed police, hundreds of young people poured onto the streets across Nigeria Thursday to protest against the country's worst cost of living crisis in a generation.
I see people manifesting on the road.
Another tense day in Nigeria as demonstrators returned to the streets. Police in Abuja lobbed tear gas at protesters, demanding government action to reduce the high cost of living.
At the beginning of that protest,
Nigeria is witnessing widespread protests as citizens demand relief from skyrocketing living costs induced by rising fuel prices and devaluation of the naira. The demonstrations tagged in bad governance, which began last week, have spread to major cities. This latest mass action has deep roots in the country's turbulent protest history.
I see protest in Nigeria.
On Thursday, August 1, thousands of Nigerians embarked on a nationwide protest against hardship and bad governance, calling the government out on issues around poverty, inflation, unemployment, and the removal of fuel subsidy. The protest held across the country, including some major cities in northern Nigeria, such as Kano, Maiduguri, Kaduna, Jos, Minna, and Abuja.
you see sign. The sign is protest.
Tonight in Nigeria, hardship protests continue even though the size of rallies shrinks. Meanwhile, the Kremlin denies having anything to do with demonstrators arrested in northern states for carrying Russian flags.
Heavy protest in Nigeria.
Led by armed police, hundreds of young people poured onto the streets across Nigeria Thursday to protest against the country's worst cost of living crisis in a generation.
And there is no job to keep them busy.
Our refineries with my master's degree. Look at me on the street, nothing. Look at me on the street with my master's degree. Man, let them fix our refinery. Let them give us jobs. We are angry. We are not happy.
These people, they are saying that we don't have work.
They are calling Nigeria to help us. Help the youth. The youth need your assistance. Give us employment. We need job. We need job. We are hardworking. We are industrious.
We want decent job creation. There are no jobs in this country. Many people, when they graduate 10 years after, they still don't have a job.
And there is no job to keep them busy.
I graduated since the year 2000. No job. No job. No job.
These people, they are saying that we don't have work.
And it's so unfortunate.
unfortunate that the children who are supposed to be looking after us, they are all at home sleeping. No work, no employment.